Hi friends, thank you so much for joining me today for this pick a card video. Today's pick a card video is going to be all about where you are on your path to manifesting your wildest dreams, how your goals are going, some advice for what's blocking you, and just basically an overall view of where you're at, what you're doing, and where you're going. So I do have 3 piles chosen here. I have pile number 1 with some Palo Santo. I've got pile number 2 with selenite, and I've got pile number 3 here with blue kyanite. So if you want to go ahead and just take a moment, focus on these 3 piles or focus on the crystals and the Palo Santo on them. See which one you feel drawn to. See which one feels like it has the advice that you need. You can close your eyes. Take some deep cleansing breaths, reach out with your intuition, whichever one you feel that you are seeing with your third eye. And I will have the timestamps below so you can go ahead and skip ahead to the pile that you've chosen. But I'm going to go ahead and get started here with pile number 1. So if you chose pile number 1, which is right here with the Palo Santo, all right, we've got the Eyes of Beauty, we've got Luck, we've got Thief and Avenger. We've got Let Go, Vegetarian, Fairies, Integrity, and then we've got the Tarot, which I'll save for a second. Okay, so in relation to where you are now with your goals, right now we've got the Eyes of Beauty, which is positive expectations and clarity. So right now you've got a pretty good idea of what you want in life, what your goals are, and a pretty good idea of how you're going to get there. So you're doing pretty well. This card is pretty much just asking you, as far as your goals are concerned, how can you gain a little bit more clarity around your goals, around what you want, around where you're going, where you're headed, what your main objective is. Having a little bit more clarity will definitely help you. And this card is saying the way that you can get a little bit more clarity for yourself around your goals and around your the big ultimate goal is to have positive expectations. So whenever you find yourself kind of beating yourself up or talking a little bit negatively about your experiences and where you are, and maybe you're doubting yourself a little bit, this card is just reminding you to stay positive about it. And when we don't expect things to go wrong, when we expect things to be positive, and when we expect things to go the way that we need them to or want them to, it's a little bit easier to actually bring that positivity in. So this isn't to say, like, you know, lie to yourself or pretend like nothing can go wrong or that nothing is going to go bad. But it is easier to stay in a more positive mindset and hope for the best. And that way, you know, if something does happen, it's not going to be as devastating. You can kind of take the information and say, okay, you know, this happened and I'm ready to deal with it. How can I make this situation more positive? So something like that is really going to help you stay motivated, stay clear, and really just keep working towards those goals. So as far as how aligned are you with your goals, we have a lady beetle, and she's all about luck. So you may feel that a lot of the things that are happening for you, you've just kind of gotten lucky. It's just like fallen into your lap. It's just kind of happened for you and you can't explain how. But this card is also a very passionate card. It's a very red card. So the reason you feel this luck and the reason you feel things are just happening for you is because you're following your passions. You're doing the things that you're doing with passion in your heart and in your soul. And when you do that, things just come easier for you. They're going to just start happening. And it's going to seem like you're just being handed things, but you're not. You're being rewarded by the universe because you're doing that hard work. You're following your passions. You're doing the things that make you happy and that light you up, and you're not afraid to go all in. You are really, really in alignment with the work that you need to do, and you know, you're really going to start seeing an increase in all of these things happening as you stay positive, as you remain clear on what you want and what your goals are, and you're really going to start seeing that hard work definitely being rewarded and paying off for you. So as far as what we can release, what you can release, and what you need to grow to help you along your journey. So for releasing, we've got the Thief. So sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. The shadow attribute is stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think that you lack. So as far as what you need to release with this card, it's telling you to release your doubt about yourself, any self-doubt that you have, and it's telling you to really look within yourself for that those creative ideas. Not to look, you know, it's okay to take inspiration from other people, what other people are doing that's really working in your field, in your niche. It's definitely okay to do that, but you have the power to come up with those great ideas all on your own as well. And so this card is just reminding you of that, saying let go of that self-doubt, let go of not copying what other people are doing, but, you know, don't copy the main idea. Like, you really put yourself out there authentically and come up with your own ideas. So taking what other people are doing, but putting your authentic and unique spin on things is what this card is really telling you to do. And doing that is really, releasing that self-doubt is really going to really boost a lot of things for you. You're really going to see a lot of things start happening once that's released. And then what you can grow to help you with your goals, we have Avenger. Desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. And then the shadow attribute is resorting to violence in the name of a cause. So this one's reminding you to stand true in your beliefs, stand true in your convictions, but make sure that what your beliefs are not only benefiting yourself, but they do benefit the collective as a whole. It's kind of going back to the idea of you shining your inner light, and that goes out and inspires others to shine their light as well. So the more things that you do that are benefiting you, but also encouraging others, is where you should focus. So grow the things that bring balance to the scales of justice. So what can you do that help bring equality and fairness to whatever your goal is in, you know, whatever area you're in as far as your goal? What can you do to really bring balance and justice there and help other people and help the collective grow? Because as you grow, the collective grows as well. Okay, and what are some steps that you can take to just stay on the right path and keep everything flowing? So we have let go. And this card says, as you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. So with this card, what steps you can take? Let go of the need to force things. Anything that you feel you have to force and that just is not working out for you, like you feel it's just a struggle every time you try doing this or try, you know, getting into this step of your journey, that's not working. And so this card is saying let that go, because the more that you let go of that, of needing to control the outcome, and the more relaxed you're able to be about it and let things flow, you're going to start seeing your desires and all of your goals start to come more easily to you. So letting go of the things, like I said, the things that just like you feel you're forcing. If you have to force things, it's not for you at this time. It's not where you should be and what you should be doing. So just let that go and start, you know, try something new. With all this passion that you have here with this luck, the lady beetle, it's really going to be easy for you to do that. And the eyes of beauty, you have a really good eye for what works and what's beautiful and what brings beauty and happiness and love to people. So letting go of those things that just really aren't working very well is really going to just bring you more of the good stuff that is going to work. And then we have vegetarian. A new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. Now, these cards are difficult because I'm not one to tell you to go vegetarian. Yes, it would be awesome if, you know, we could all not eat meat, but it's not my place to tell you what to do. So how I'm reading this card, it's more of giving up the things in your life that you know aren't healthy. It may very well be the way that you're eating, but it can also be spending too much time watching TV, or not moving your body enough, not moving around enough, not doing enough activities. So anything that you know that is just not healthy, it's not serving you, now would be the time to start letting go of that. And that is really going to start helping you feel better, have more energy, and really bring in more of that manifestation power that you've been looking for to get all of your dreams coming true for you. Some lessons. What are some lessons that you need to master? So we have fairies. You have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. So a lesson that you can master with this card is really standing strong, standing true, being grounded, connecting to the earth, letting things flow, remembering that life comes in cycles. So you're going to have periods where you're in spring and summer, where ideas are coming so easily to you, and they flow right into summer, and they just bloom and blossom and explode for you. And then there's going to be times where you're more into the fall and the winter, where things are starting to kind of slow down and die away a little bit. And then you find yourself in kind of maybe a slump or a little bit of a depression, and then all of a sudden we're coming back up with ideas. So remembering that life is cyclical, mastering the lesson that it's not always going to be up for you. You're going to have some moments where it feels a little down as well. And just mastering how you handle those ups and downs and those cycles is going to be huge. But remembering that with each cycle that you go through, each up and down, you do transform. You do grow. There is so much growth in all of this, up and down. As much as the down feels terrible, there's so much growth and opportunity and transformation in it for you. And then another lesson to master is integrity. So aligning your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. This is huge. This is something I'm working on myself right now, so I totally get this card. Making sure that what you're saying and how you're acting and what you're doing is in alignment with your beliefs is going to be huge. So this could really be about sitting down and coming up with your list of core values. So what you are living your life for. What are the things that are so important to you that you are doing all of this work towards? That is going to be huge. If that is in alignment, you're going to feel it, you're going to know it. Life is going to feel flowy and easy. And those things that do not feel flowy and easy means that you're not living in alignment with your core values, and you're not living in alignment with your beliefs. And those are the things you need to let go, and those are the things you need to move on and get a little bit healthier ideas. So that is what I'm showing here. So let's take a look at the cards here and the tarot cards and see what we have for the next 6 to 9 months. So we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Hermit, and then we have the Lovers. So the Knight of Swords, he's reminding you not to be too impulsive. There's going to be some situations that come up and you're going to feel like really just rushing into them head first and not taking time to really think them through. You're going to be very impulsive and you're not going to be very clear on it. But you're going to feel very passionate about this. So you're going to feel that this is what you need to do right now and that this is going to bring you what you need. And you may very well get there, but there's going to be some challenges. You're going to have some things that you're going to need to alter, come up with different ways around. And so this is a good lesson for in the future, not to rush into things too unclearly. And that really is working a lot with the Eyes of Beauty, where this card is saying, have that clarity, be clear about your goals. This card is kind of saying, well, you're not listening. And so you're running in and you're going to put yourself in a spot where you find yourself looking inwards and having to really rely on yourself and the light within you to really get out of this. So it's not going to be detrimental, but you're going to run into some challenges over the next 6 to 12 months that have you really reevaluating and really looking back over what your goals are and where you're at and what you want to do in the future. So that's going to go along with this integrity card big time. And then we have the Lovers. So this card for me in the next 6 to 12 months, I would say this could represent a new partnership. It could represent bringing the two parts of yourself together as one, balancing your masculine and your feminine energies to get through any challenges that are coming for you. And this is really going to bring about shedding away those layers that you just don't need. Letting go of the things, again, the letting go card. So letting go of just that unhealthy stuff in your life, and this is really going to start bringing you to a place that has a lot more inspiration, a lot more ideas. So you might be feeling over the next 6 to 12 months a little rough. It's going to be a little challenging. You're going to have some things that you really need to go back and look at all of these factors for. But in the end, I really see things really, really working out for you. And there is a big life lesson in here, having 2 major arcana cards. There's really a lesson to learn that by being alone, and going within, you can actually make yourself more prepared for the future, for partnerships in the future, for relationships in the future, for just making yourself more of a whole and balanced person in the future. So this can be really amping up your spiritual journey a little bit more. If you've been slipping in some areas, maybe there's a little bit more personal development you can be doing, some self-help books you can be reading, just to kind of clear away any of that confusion, because you're going to start almost like doubting your passion, where you felt very passionate and like you knew what you wanted. You might start seeing that a little bit clouded, but it's still there. It's still what you need to be working on. And you can see the red wings, that for me is passion. And the yellow is all about excitement and joy. And this being like confirmation that yes, your passions are true. You just need to get a little bit more clarity on it. Get through those challenges. Bring your energies together. Shed away what's unhealthy and what you don't need. Let go of the need to control. And you'll start seeing the ideas coming. You'll start seeing yourself taking more action again, and really see the fruits of your labor really coming through. And again, the Hermit's not a bad card. The Hermit, I love the Hermit. This is actually my card for next year, so he's really been coming up a lot for me, so I'm not surprised to see him here. He's really just a reminder that we have everything we need inside of us already. All the ideas, all the creations, all of the advice and the words that we need to hear and the things that we need to do are inside of us. We just have to take that pause. We just have to take that moment and be willing to look. And that's what he's doing. He's saying, you have the magic, you have the power, you have the light. It's inside. Let's look within ourselves. Look within our heart, look within our soul, and we'll see what it is that we need. Okay, so I'm going to pull one more card from the Guardian Angel Tarot, just to kind of give us an idea of where we're at right now, right this second, and like how things are going. So let's see what our angel message is. Okay, what is our angel message for card pile number 1? What is the angel message for the cards in pile number 1? What is the angel message for pile number 1? Okay, so we've got Helper of Action. You're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time. So get busy, follow your instincts, and have fun. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile. Okay, so that totally ties in here with the Knight of Swords, about being too busy and about, taking time to make a plan but not having the time to do it. So that totally makes sense with this card right here. So the best that you can do is basically what's coming up here. And then somebody that you meet is self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic. And so that can represent you, absolutely. And it can also represent where you're going to be in the future. Somebody who's going to really help you. This could be like a business coach or a life coach, a mentor, anything like that, that could really just help you push through and get that clarity and get that balance. And I think that you really know where you're going with your goals and you know how to get there. But having a plan is always a great idea. So really just kind of having a loose idea of a plan in your head, not being too impulsive and rushing into things, is really going to help you. And just working on that integrity. I think that's a really big key one to take away from, is your beliefs and your core values, and just staying in alignment with that and letting go of the things that are not healthy and not working. So I hope that this resonated with you. If it did, I would love to hear down below in the comments. I would also love if you could go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give this video a like. That means my videos will get shown to more people so that I know you guys like them and I should keep doing them. And I'm going to go ahead now and move on to pile number 2. Okay, so if you chose pile number 2 with the selenite, let's see what we have for you. We've got the Horse King, Assistance, Control. We've got the gecko, sensuality. We've got warrior. We've got visionary. Birthday, your desire is within reach. We've got past life issue, and you are a powerful light worker. Okay, so as far as where you are right now in relation to your goals, we have the Horse King, and he is about assistance and he's about control. So what he's saying is that you need to release some of the control that you're having over where you are right now in your life and where you're headed. He's saying ask for assistance. This can be in hiring some sort of a mentor or a coach. If you're in a business, this can be hiring a business coach, hiring somebody to help you master Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, somebody to help you do your bookkeeping or sales or something like that. It's asking for help. If you're not in business, in life, this can be just asking for help in general, asking for help from a spouse, from a coworker, from your children, maybe hiring somebody to help around the house, or if you are looking for more mental health, this can be hiring a counselor or a therapist. It can be asking for assistance just to get back on your feet if you need assistance from the government. So whatever your goal is right now, try to stop forcing life because it's not helping and it's not working for you. Ask for that help. Really, just ask for that assistance, and you're really going to start seeing things start to happen more quickly for you, and you're going to start feeling a lot more confident. So are you in alignment with your goals right now? We have sensuality. Right now, your number one goal is to feel better, to feel okay. You may be coming off of a very stressful period where you've just been so stressed out, so anxious, feeling terrible, not feeling your best at all. And this card is reminding you that the number one thing to remember is you want to feel good. So the things in life right now that just don't feel well to you and don't feel good to you and don't help you feel like you're growing and evolving past where you are right now, we need to start focusing on those and letting go of the things that make us feel icky and that we are forcing and that we are trying to control. Surrendering that so that we do feel a lot better about ourselves and our situation is going to help. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but really working on removing those stressors and finding out things that you can do to help what is stressing you out. Sitting down and formulating a plan is a great step to helping you feel better. Okay, and what do we need to release and what do we need to grow? So releasing the warrior, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others is the shadow attributes. And then the light attributes are strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice, and conquering the ego. Okay, so that totally makes sense as well with the assistance and control card. This one is saying, stop worrying about what other people are going to think of you or what you have in your mind about asking for help, for asking for assistance. It's telling you you're strong, you have skills, you have discipline, and you have a very tough will. You can do this, and you've self-sacrificed for long enough. I mean, at this point, it's not worth you suffering just to not have people think poorly of you or think whatever you think that they're thinking about you. It's about stepping up and doing what you need to do to stay strong and to stay disciplined and to stay tough. That is the thing that you need to release. Like, release that way of thinking and knowing that asking for help is not a bad thing. Taking assistance is not a bad thing. You're not asking for things for free. You're doing hard work. You're doing everything. You're just draining yourself. And so we need to get you to a place where you're able to ask for help and feel okay doing that and not continue to beat yourself up over it. And then what do we need to grow? We've got the visionary, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So just remembering to keep dreaming big and that your dreams and your goals in life are worthy and you do deserve to be happy. You do deserve these great and amazing things to happen for you. Shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Not doubting yourself, not limiting yourself. If you feel you can't do something that you really want to do, it could be something like going back to school, getting a new job, It could be, you know, maybe buying a house. It doesn't matter what other people think about it. It doesn't matter if society tells you you shouldn't want that, or you shouldn't think that, or you shouldn't be working towards that. If it's your dream, if it's your vision, if you want it, go for it. It doesn't matter what other people are going to think. Again, letting go of that need to satisfy your ego. We don't care about that. We care about being happy. And if being happy means doing things that you envision and that other people might say is not practical or anything like that, it doesn't matter. Keep working towards it and know that you don't need to sell yourself short. You are worthy, you are deserving of it, and you should go out and get it, because that is where your happiness lies. Your happiness lies in what you lay dreaming about at night. So really just calling on the strength and the discipline and the will of the warrior, and letting go of just needing to constantly be battling and in control and forcing things is going to help so much. Okay, and some steps that you can take. So we have birthday. A significant birthday holds the answer to your question. Now, I don't know if that's true, as far as a specific date or somebody's birthday having the answer to your question. How I would read this card is that, what do we do on birthdays? We celebrate, right? We celebrate something, a child being born into the world. So you could read this more as celebrating an idea that you have, celebrating the things that you have birthed into this world. It doesn't have to be actual children, but ideas, creations, the jobs that you have. I mean, you've brought all of this into the world on your own. So where you're at right now, there is something in what you're doing. There is something that you have birthed into this world, an idea that you have. It may have just been a very fleeting idea that kind of popped in your head and went just as fast, but go back and explore that. Go back and explore some things that you've been thinking about recently, because that's where your passion is, and that's what your heart's in, and that's what's going to bring you joy. And you're really going to start seeing some gifts opening up for you as well. So if you have a specific skill or a specific type of gift, it could be a psychic gift or something like that, or just something skillful that you're just really good at, look more there as well. You're really going to see a lot happen in that area as well. And your desire is within reach. Have faith, as everything is working in your favor. So just, again, letting go of that control and that force is huge. The more that you let things go and let them just flow and happen, and have faith that it's going to work out for you, because worrying about it is not going to change it anyways, right? So have that faith and just kind of let it go. Release it. Maybe pray to your angels, pray to God, pray to the goddesses, or whoever, whatever your specific path is, and just ask them to take away your worries, take away your anxieties, and to help you build your faith. And that is going to be huge. That is really, really, really going to help you a lot, is if you know that what you want is coming to you and it's so super duper close. I think that's big. And you're just going to have to keep that warrior and that visionary in mind. These two cards are really big and are really going to help you boost everything. Okay, and some lessons that we need to master. So we have past life issues. The situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. So what you're going through right now is something that you've been carrying from a past life. It is something that you've dealt with previously in different incarnations before this one. And so it's really about finding what you feel inside of you is deeply rooted. Financial issues, relationship issues, weight issues, depression, anything that you feel you've experienced before, whatever struggles in your life feel so just like deep and never ending, that is where you need to explore more, because those are coming up from your past lives. And that is really going to be key to breaking the pattern in this incarnation, in this lifetime. If you plan to be happy, you need to take care of that. And then you are a powerful light worker. It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings in loving service to the divine. So mastering the fact that you are a soul who has been around before. And each time you have incarnated here on earth or in another place, you've gained more and more wisdom, more and more knowledge, more and more divine energy, and power. And you are a very powerful light worker. So this is something that you can definitely use to your advantage. Just making sure that you know everything that you need to do in this incarnation will bring you closer to resolving these past life issues. Know that it's safe to explore them no matter how painful or hard they feel. It's something that you are here to do in this incarnation, is really exploring that. If you know someone who does past life readings, I do offer them, but there are people who are very, very specialized in it. That could be something that you could do, is get a past life reading and see what issues are coming up and why things are going the way they are for you. And let's take a look at the next 6 to 12 months. We've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Eight of Wands, and we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so with this, there's going to be some movement forward in your relationships. There's going to be some movement forward in your emotional state. You're going to be heading towards some challenges. There's going to be some things coming up that are going to feel like they've got you a little bit uneven, not standing on solid ground. So there's going to be some times coming up, but you need to learn to let things flow and to just stand tall, stay grounded, and keep moving forward no matter how hard things are going to feel. So there's going to be some rough times coming up for you. Now, we've got the Eight of Wands here, and this is going to make you feel like you're doubting yourself again. You're not going to feel very strong and very sturdy and very steady in your ideas. You're not going to know what actions to take. You're going to feel a little bit stuck, like you're coming into a period where you feel stuck, which is showing here in this card. So what you're doing right now is all going to be leading you to this kind of, I don't want to say rock bottom, but kind of like an aha moment is going to be coming for you. And it's going to involve your job, and it's going to involve your finances. You're just going to see that what you're doing right now is not, the actions that you're taking right now are not helping you grow. They're actually kind of putting you in a darker place, or kind of things are just starting to, not work for you. You're not blossoming. You're not blooming. You're not utilizing your full potential. And so it's time to stop and think about what you're doing and where you want to go, and really getting back into touch with that vision for yourself, resolving those past life issues, really calling upon your strength and your skills and your discipline, remembering that you are a powerful light worker. Letting go of that control is huge. It's so big. But having faith, I'm really just drawn to that. It's all about having faith that things suck right now. They're probably pretty rough for you. You're probably feeling pretty down. And while these cards aren't the most promising that you're going to see yourself through it in the next 6 to 12 months, it's showing me that you are starting to take that movement though. So it might be still a little hard, but it's going to be hard because you're growing and not because you're stuck. So the pain or the aches that you're feeling now are going to start coming from that growth, from you shedding the things that you don't need, from you letting go of that control, from you asking for help, for you moving towards the things that feel good for you. It's going to feel a little gross at first, but I do really feel that there is stuff coming for you. So let me pull a card from the Guardian Angel Tarot and just get a message for pile number 2 here, just to give you a little more idea of where we're at. So what angel message is there for card pile number 2? Let's see this one here. We have the Two of Abundance. Life may be feeling a little out of balance right now. You could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to your dream career. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude brings success. Okay, so we couldn't have asked for a better card. Yeah, so again, you're just feeling kind of, out of balance, and you're working really hard, but this job, and again, that kind of came up in all of this, this job is just not the one for you long term. So yes, it's helping you get money in the bank, but it is draining you and not bringing you happiness and not bringing you balance and not bringing you the financial abundance that you want and dream of. So I really believe that going back to school or looking into different careers, don't look for a job. Don't just look for a job to pay the bills. Look for the career. Look for the thing that your passion is in. Where are you led to? It's going to be hard, but as long as you stay grounded in your dreams and in your visions, it's going to happen. It's going to come for you. You're going to find the ways to do things. And I know that that sounds easier said than done. Trust me, I do. But literally one little idea, one little thought, one little word of advice from somebody can spark you, or spark an idea, or spark that goal and that passion within you, and just bring it all to the forefront. And things are just going to start falling into place as you dream more about it and see yourself more in the place that you want to be. So that is what I have for you guys for pile number 2. If this resonated with you, please let me know down in the comments below, and definitely hit that subscribe and like button so that I know you enjoyed this and would love to see more pick a card videos from me, and so that my videos get more visible to other people who can enjoy them as well. I will see you guys again very soon. Okay, and so for pile number 3 here with the blue kyanite, we've got the Hawk Prince. We've got Wombat Exploration, Hedonist, Goddess, Sun, Easy Does It, Base Chakra, and Mediumship. Okay, so as far as where you are right now in relation to your goals, we have the Hawk Prince, spirit communication and paying attention. So there's a message that is really trying to come through for you from your guides, from angels, ancestors, spirit, God, whatever your personal beliefs are. A message is coming through to you. So you're being asked to really pay attention to this message that's coming, and to really connect with your intuition, connect with that place inside of you, with your divine guidance team, with your crown chakra, and really pay attention to repeating patterns, signs, symbols that you're seeing, themes that are coming up and repeating for you. That's where you're going to see the message come through about where you are as far as your goals right now. Are you on the right path towards your goals? Where are you in relation to your goals? I think that the answer lies in this message. I think that this is something that is going to come, and you're going to feel it deep within yourself, and that is going to be your answer. So if you feel things are going a little bit rough right now, the answer for you may be that it's time to shift and alter whatever it is you're doing, and that shift is going to come through a message from your spirit communication, your spirit team communicating with you. So paying attention to that is going to be huge right now for you. Now, are you in alignment with your goals? The Wombat is saying it's time for you to explore. And this doesn't mean exploring other outlets or other goals necessarily. It can be exploring every aspect and every corner and every inch of your current dreams and your current goals. There could be something that you're missing that is just not obvious to you right now, and that again is going to come in that message from your spirit team. So just keep exploring, just keep opening yourself up to exploring more things, getting more in touch with yourself. One way to really kind of see where you should be doing things is look what you're Googling. And this is something that I recently thought about. Think about the things that you go online to search for. If you can't find an answer to something, it could be that you are meant to provide that answer to people. That could be where you're supposed to get into. So if you're always Googling things about chakras or Reiki or tarot reading, maybe that's a sign that that's something that you should be doing right now. If you're constantly Googling about a career, maybe you want to be a teacher, so you're constantly Googling what you need to be a teacher. That could mean that that is your passion and that is what you need to follow. So look for the questions that you Google and the answers that you're looking for. That could really be worth exploring to get more in alignment with your goals at this time. What you need to release and grow. So release, we have hedonist. Light attributes, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. Shadow, pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. So this can really mean that you're just not in a good place right now. You put yourself in situations that aren't helping you grow. You find yourself in situations of your own doings that are just not helping you expand and evolve and grow. And so this card is really asking you to get back in touch with the things that help you celebrate beauty in life and that help you really feel that creative energy and that makes you feel inspired and good about things. So it's really about exploring how to feel better about what you're doing and about your goals, and not doing the things that you feel you have to do because that's just the way that they've always been done, or that's what's expected of you, or that's what other people want you to do, but really doing them for yourself and doing them for your specific goals and your specific happiness. I think that is a big, big, big key right there, and that is worth exploring. And then for what we need to embrace or what we need to grow, we've got Goddess, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality, shadow, exploitation of the female nature and form. So between the two, hedonist and goddess, there could definitely be something sexual going on here as far as how you feel worthy about your own body. It could be sexual, or it could just be how you personally feel about your body. If there's any shame you feel about yourself, about your body, about your sexuality, you're really being asked to just embrace yourself and to love yourself and love the life force within you and that sensuality, the things that make you feel good and that make you feel happy. It's really about embracing that and not worrying about being who you feel you need to be or who other people expect you to be, but really embracing yourself and your love for yourself and the love that, loving the ability you have within your feminine energy. You don't necessarily have to be a female. We all have feminine and masculine energy. This card is really saying, let's get more in touch with our feminine energy and that flow, that ability to be within the water element and letting things flow and letting things rush past us and just being willing to embrace the good in life and the fun and the happy and the things that really make you feel amazing and loved and happy and joyful and all that stuff. Okay, so what steps do you need to take? Now we've got Sun. Your Sun is watched over and protected as he explores his world. Obviously, this isn't going to fit for everybody because not everybody has children. So what steps do you need to take? This is more in alignment with embracing your inner child, getting more in touch with your inner child, getting a little bit more playful, a little less serious, a little bit more explorative, a little bit more in touch with nature, which came up in the hedonist card, or the goddess card as well. It's just exploring the beauty around you and just kind of letting go of your adultish responsibilities for a little bit and just really having fun and playing. Even if it means just laying down and daydreaming like you used to do as a child, or going outside and being in nature, being around water. I mean, there's definitely that watery element coming through. And then easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open for you. Again, really just taking that moment out, more water and dolphins. Like, you are a very smart person. You have so much knowledge and wisdom inside of you, and you're just not utilizing it to your fullest potential. So this card is really asking you to do that, to stop trying to force what you think you should have or do or be, and listen to your guides and let your guides help you and let them guide you. Let them offer you that assistance to really get where you are needing to be, where you deserve to be. What lessons do you need to master? So we have base chakra here. Choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, and finances as your words determine your outcome. So this is really focusing on how safe you feel in your world right now. How safe do you feel in your home, in your career, in your finances? If you find yourself really complaining about these things a lot, if you find yourself in a place where you're just not satisfied and you don't feel safe and you don't feel secure and you don't feel comfortable, it's about just shifting up your words until, this isn't a permanent situation. Wherever we are, wherever you are right now, isn't where you're going to be for the rest of your life. It can be you saying, okay, my living situation, my job situation, my financial situation, it's not the best right now, but it can get better. And making a plan in your head. It can be a loose plan. Say, in the next 6 months, I want to have a new job. In the next year, I want to move to a new home. In the next year, I plan to have more money in my savings account. And figuring out how you can do that and what you need in those areas to feel safe, to feel secure. If you need to feel secure in your home, does that mean you have to move to a different area of your city? Do you need to get a new job? Do you need to get a new job to get your finances more, increasing more? Do you need to get a second job? Something like that. Again, it's not permanent. You can do these things for a little bit to make yourself feel more grounded and more safe and more secure and more worthy and more, in touch with your base and root chakra. And then also mediumship. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. So what this is saying is that, again, paying attention to your guides. There's messages that your ancestors are trying to get through to you. And a part of why you're struggling is you may not realize that you have mediumship abilities. You may be experiencing things in your life, empathic abilities, or a really deep connection to people's energy and emotions, and that may be having a big drain on you. And that can be part of why you're trying to cover it up with more unhealthy things and doing things for other people rather than yourself, because you don't feel completely connected in your human body. So this can be maybe working with somebody, listening to the messages that are coming for you, working with somebody, working with your guides even, to really help you get in touch with your mediumship side and learn how to control it and learn how to work with it, whether it's something you want to grow or something you want to close off. I think that is huge for you. Okay, so for the next 6 to 12 months, we got our tarot cards here. We've got our 6 of Swords, we've got the 4 of Cups, and we've got the 8 of Cups. Okay, so there's a lot of moving away from certain things. So again, here, this is working on something that happened in your childhood. There's something that you're carrying from childhood, some sort of trauma or belief system or something that you were either told as a child or grew up hearing or knowing, that it's time to really let go of. It's not yours anymore, and it's time to release it. So you're feeling pretty, things are feeling really, really rough right now for you. I'm definitely feeling that. You feel very up and down. You feel very unstable. Again, base chakra. You don't feel secure. And so this can really represent a need to move away from that, to move away from the things in life as an adult that are just really difficult for you right now. And again, Sun, that inner child, it's about getting in touch with that inner child within you who had these big dreams, who had these big hopes, and who had faith that life was going to be amazing when they grew up as an adult. And it's really about just knowing that where you're at right now isn't your permanent destination, that there's still more out there for you. There's different places you can go. There's different things that you can do. This is just a transition for you right now. And this one, again, for me, is really, you're closed off. You have closed yourself off pretty good. And you feel that you've done so in the name of healing. You feel that if you close yourself off from love, if you close yourself off from your passions and what you really want to do, then you're going to feel like this, you're saying, I'm healing myself by doing this, but you're really not. You're actually closing yourself off even more, and you're keeping yourself in a situation that is unsteady and is insecure, and your guides are trying to help you, but you've just closed yourself off so much that they can't even get through to you. And you may feel this in your emotions being very up and down, relationships not working out very well for you. It definitely affects everything in your life. So you've closed yourself off, and this card is saying you need to open back up. You need to open yourself up, get that flow again. This is a very water element heavy reading, and there's some air for sure. So what we need to do right now is get the water moving. Like the water and the air is just standing still. So we need to get some fresh air blowing, get the water moving for you, get everything flowing again, and walk away. Okay, walk away from everything that's not serving you, everything that's holding you back. Walking away from the relationship, walking away from the things that make you feel emotionally unstable. Yes, it's going to be difficult. Yes, there's going to be challenges. Yes, there's going to be, things that get in your way along your path, but you can overcome it. You can change, and you want to. And once you get to that point of no return where you will not stay where you are and where you will not go backwards, that is when you're really going to start seeing the big energy shifts. You're going to really start seeing the big shifts happen in your life when you are willing to start doing the work on yourself and within first. Okay, so let's see what our guardian angel card message is for pile number 3. What is the angel message for pile number 3? What is the angel message for pile number 3? like this one. Okay, 7 of thought. You've been confused about a situation in your life, and now suddenly everything is completely clear to you. Whether the truth was revealed by your angels, disclosed by a friend, or discovered on your own, it feels great to be awake and aware. Feel free to ask for time alone if that's what you need. Okay, there you go, guys. Like, there you go. There it is, right there. You're going to get that clarity. So clarity's coming for you. You're going to start seeing things completely different. The truth was revealed by your angels. So you took that time and you really listened and heard what your guides and your angels were trying to say to you. So it's not going to be like this time where you're going to be like, oh, okay, aha, I had my aha moment, and now everything is perfect again. There's still so much to grow and go and grow through. When you're awake and aware, it says it feels great to be awake and aware, but you're going to feel pretty drained and tired and exhausted, and taking time alone is perfect. Taking time alone, not rushing into a new relationship just because you feel you need to be in one, not rushing into confiding your emotions in people just because you feel that you can trust them. Maybe working with a counselor would be a better idea. Listening to what the people around you that love you are saying to you. Listen to what your friends are saying to you, to their advice that maybe you've been ignoring, or just like, I don't want to hear it anymore. Listen to what they're saying, because there really could be some great advice in there. Or you may have discovered this on your own. So through journaling, you may start to discover things that you didn't think about before. So really pay attention to all of that stuff coming through. And if it doesn't feel good right away, it's okay. Growth doesn't feel good right away. You're going to go through a little bit of a period that things feel kind of rough, but when you stop trying to control it all, you're going to start seeing that flow a heck of a lot more, and you're going to start seeing things happening for you and coming in for you, and really start working better for you. So I hope that this resonated with you guys who chose pile number 3. If it did, let me know in the comments below. Also, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like so that I know that you enjoyed it and want to see more, and so my videos can be more visible to other people to enjoy them as well. And I will see you guys again very, very soon.